leaders, the innovators, and the game changers we need. Thank you very much for your service, your dedication, and your unrelenting passion for education. Thank you.
Thank you, Aisha. Thank you, Aisha. The next speaker is nobody else than the Honorable Minister for Education. But of course, before I welcome him on stage, let me take the initiative to acknowledge the presence of some key individuals. I can see Dr. Eric Nkansa of Ghana Education Service. Doctor, shall we give you a wave? I can see the Executive Director of who will introduce the rest of the dignitaries. But for now, let me take this singular honor to invite the Minister for Education to give us his presentation. Honorable, you are welcome.
Good morning to every one of you, and especially our students who are here this morning with us. This day is dedicated to you. We want a Ghana where we can all thrive together as a nation, irrespective of where you were born. We want you to have the opportunity so that your talents can be used by this nation for its transformation efforts. Headmasters, Director General of National Service, Director General of GES, Free Senior High School Coordinator, service members, officers who are here, head of various agencies, and our students. Good morning once again. Today we are talking about evidence. We know many years ago politicians will say some things and they will do nothing. So, we are not interested in talk. We are interested in evidence. So we'll take you to various parts of the country as the network allows to give you real evidence in real time of what is going on in terms of commissioning of schools. The ones that we have earlier commissioned yesterday, the day before, we will also show you. And the rest that will be done December 2nd as the next batch of schools, will also show that to you. Our game plan is to ensure that every child has opportunity for quality and relevant education. So this is not a day for too many words. It's not a day to talk to you. It's a day for you to see and appreciate what we have all achieved together as a nation. And when you look at our public schools, that has been around for many, many years. The famous rectangular shaped buildings painted brown and yellow. Very soon, they are giving way to new kind of schools at the junior high school level. You've seen this, brown and yellow. And the children wear brown and yellow uniforms. This morning, we commissioned the new St. Barnabas Anglican School. And you will see that change has come to our nation. If we have the pictures, if you could please show me St. Barnabas, where we just came from. See, this is the new St. Barnabas. But before this, let's take a look at what it used to be. I think that this is it. This was St. Barnabas 8 months ago. This is where the children of Osu were being educated. Dilapidated buildings, leaking roof, no ceiling. I had a nice time with them though when I visited the school. The children were so respectful and nice. This is my visit to St. Barnabas. This was my visit to St. Barnabas, an Anglican school. You can see the blue. We had a nice time together, but I left there and I informed the president, Mr. President, we need to do something. And I was fully determined that things would change here. And this morning, change has come. If you have the new pictures of St. Barnabas, you see the building with no ceilings now has ceiling fans. That is how you know change has come. The pictures that we brought this morning, total transformation of St. Barnabas. And we go beyond St. Barnabas to other schools across the country. But it's a symbol of hope that the dual desk that you saw is no longer what is happening at the junior high school level. I'm sure you saw the students seated. The video people, if you can please follow my instruction here to be helpful. You saw them seated in a very different way on dual desk. And I'm sure our senior high school students are familiar. Yeah, you see the dual desk. This morning, they are seated differently at the junior high schools. And you can see that we want to really change the learning environment. This is the desk that they have. And they were seated here this morning. We cannot educate 21st century children in 19th century buildings and expect 21st century outcomes. It's not going to be. So we have moved, and you can see that you have children who are excited about what change means. I'm sure you have the pictures of St. Barnabas. That's the first one we need to show before we go around the country. The president just left at St. Barnabas, an excited president, an excited audience. The parents were there, traditional leaders were there, and they've seen what it means when you talk about transformation. If you don't have the pictures, you can signal me and then we'll move on. All across the country, you see that we've done many different things. You have the images of Jetokwe, you can show it. The school has been commissioned, and this is in Southton. The environment was very different. Today we have a new school, and this was one of the structures at Southton, at Jetokwe. This was where the teachers will sit. You know, it's almost like a staff common room right there. The classroom School. You can see the blue. We had a nice time together, but I left there and I informed the president, Mr. President, we need to do something. And I was fully determined that things would have been commissioned. Agotimi began by the NDC government. We have continued and we have delivered. The schools are going to be used all across various regions. You're going to see Asunafo North, the Chim, they've commissioned. Commander Edna Eguafo Ibrahim commissioned. Efia Kwesimintim window. College Croches and Barnabas. Doma is Methodist. DA Junior High School. Doma Central. Esikasu, number 1 Methodist. Kumasi Metro. Bantama State MA. You go to Efijakwa Abrejenase. DA Primary. Fantiakwa South. Bosuso Presby. Adaklu Kajobi Amdo Basic School. Southton Jetokway Basic School. Yellow Krobo Azar MA Basic. Sunyani West. Damesua Methodist. Doma East Kuma Jimre DA Basic School. Kwabi Brim Ebenezer Methodist. You go to Bibiani Bekwai and Shiasu Mohu KG Primary. Binduri 6 unit classroom block. Bosomche Espresso DA. Accra Metro. Salvation Presby. Mile 7. Jabin Esase Methodist Primary School. Fantiakwa North, Begro Demonstration Primary School. Fantiakwa North, Akumasu East DA Primary School. Fantiakwa North, Begro, Asen South, St. Augustine's Catholic Primary at Achiase. Bia West, Debiso DA Junior High School. Jama North, Asri Presby Junior High School. Akachi South, Setre is there. Asante Achimsa, Asempane. I show me the picture of, if I can see, I want you to see Asempane, how it was. This was Asempane. Are you going to see the children going to school here? And very fascinating story of how this school has now changed. You can see from here, you see the students. So if we continue to tell ourselves that in this 21st century Ghana, this will be schools, you see, this is Asempane. Now let's see the new Asempane. The new Asempane. That is it. And every school comes with 6-seater WC. And we are hiring cleaners for every school. We don't expect the children to go and clean the WCs while they sit in the classroom. So we have cleaners that we are hiring for each one of these schools. Let's move on to another location, Chifu Atimokwa and Tefrewoso. And Tefrewoso is a very interesting, the building was a very interesting one. Asante Achim North, APC Demonstration School. Ebuakwa North, AME Zion, New Tafo, Ahanta West, Pumpuni, Secondary Takrade, Ryan Paul, Shama DA Primary School, Secondary Takrade, Dia Bene, and Esunafu North, Ahafumai Basic School. All across the country, these schools are being commissioned. It's fascinating to see Atobiasi DA Basic School, Cape Coast North, Apesika MA Primary, Asutifi, Kenyase, Moahu Methodist, Bosomche, Nuyaso, Bosomche DA Primary, Oyoko, Jabin, Abesiwa RC Primary, Esunafu North Goso KG, Esunafu North Goso SDA KG, Doma West, Krokrom RC Primary, Kwabi Brim, Techima Methodist, Asen South, Asen Nyame Bebu KG. You can move on, Bosomchen, you see Commander Edna Eguafo, Ebre, in Suta Akwa North, Presby, Kindergarten, Mamprugu, Tantala School, Mamprugu, Yezize School, Fantiakwa South, Dome Methodist KG. All across the country, you're going to see various buildings. So at the end of the day, what we are telling Ghana that change has come. And the change will continue. We have to change the course of history of our nation. And as some locations come alive, we'll go there live and see the commissioning in action. Where are we heading?
Historic commissioning of over 80 educational projects across the country. On Monday, 18th November 2024, MMDAs began commissioning completed educational projects in their respective areas.
Indeed, this is very historic. Shall we all give a round of applause? We can do better. We can do better. Historic indeed. We can do better. Honorable Minister, we are going to have a chat. Yes, we are going to have a chat for the people of Ghana to understand really what is going on. Because, for 80 commissions to be done in a day, for me, if you ask me, it's unprecedented. But I'm sure you can give the best description of what is going on here.
I am excited, and today I was a bit emotional when I went to St. Barnabas. It's a school I visited 8 months ago. It was in such a disrepair that you will not even believe the closest school to the Ministry of Education will be in that kind of condition. But it was. And it, to me, was unacceptable to have our schools in such a situation. No ceiling, of course, and roofs are leaking. I'm sure when it's raining, they had to quickly get the children to leave the school before the rainfall began. It was a very difficult situation for me to see as somebody who has worked in the education system in the United States and have built schools in the United States, who the president recruited. And I remember he asked me a specific question: would you consider coming back to Ghana to help me change the education system? So coming back to Ghana in response to his request, change has always been at the top of my agenda. And therefore, I wanted St. Barnabas to see the change. And this morning, if we can see the images of the students, how they were dressed, and how it has changed from the old blue Anglican uniform to black and white uniform with tie, and seeing the Osu children dressed in a very beautiful fashion. At the end of the day, what it tells me is that we can change our nation. Let's make no mistake about it, change can happen in Ghana. What you see is just a symbol of what is possible in our nation.
All right, thank you, Honorable Minister. But let me pass this one. Viewers, this is just an information that is also equally important. The nature of the program is such that at some point we will cross to different locations and pick what is also happening there live. At some point we may be crossing to, for instance, Bebiani. There's also a commission going on there. Awaso, there's also a commission going on there. If you go to, for instance, Akumadan, there's also a commission going on there. Asinfosu, there's also Enyinam. There are all other commissions going on there simultaneously. So at some point we will just cross live when we get the feed from those locations. But Minister,
St. Barnabas, the pictures are.
Yeah, St. Barnabas, yeah, sure. So I'm sure at some point we will also show the videos of St. Barnabas where the president himself led the commission. But Minister, I want to understand, why do you say this is education transformation in action?
You really have to begin to understand that we, at this since 1957, after independence, we did some good things, but you also realize that some countries did some things differently and they've gotten different outcomes. I always cite South Korea and other countries that decided that in the 1970s they will improve STEM education, introduce STEM education in high schools. And they did. Now we are doing STEM in Ghana 50 years behind South Korea. But the good news is that we have begun. So when we say transformation, we are not tinkering at the edges, doing some small things in Kitenkitibia. No, we are talking about major things. So you don't go to St. Barnabas and just fix the roof. Change everything totally. And when you change, you also have to change the way the children are orientated in terms of how they think and how they behave and how they think they can change their community. So if you look at St. Barnabas, they are going to be doing field trips. We're taking the students to go and see Presec, see Labone, see University of Ghana. We want them to come back to Osu and say, yeah, there's a world out there that we can be part of. We are building their library, making sure they have computers. Everything that needs to be in the school is there. And by the way, they are getting a counselor who can counsel them and guide them, and who can bring in parents, for the parents to see that there's a new dawn, a new day for them. Recently, I got a visit from Sempe Basic School, I asked the teachers and we arranged for them to take them to Kimpiski. Why? I wanted them to see there's a place called Kimpiski. And that the cost of food there, if they don't work hard, they will never be able to go there to eat. So I sent them there. After that, I had lunch with them. I just wanted them to have a mindset change. So when our vice president, the flag bearer of MPP, talks about teaching growth mindset in our schools as one of its agenda, it's about changing the mindset of the children to understand that they can be the best in the world in anything that they want to do. So, growth mindset, we have all the books. We are beginning now in our schools for children to understand that we can be the best in the world.
Minister,
so when we say transformation, what we are saying is that change everything completely.
Minister, that's a message I mean, I say, can you tell a man or moton, no more ready for you, almost a motion, almost a some can you cheat on one TV?
Yo, if you don't have no more casa, I'm a question of which is Michia. Michino da so. Now, I'm on some mutia, Ghana for you, mutia. The person catcher will say, as some pebiaba. Nana Adudanko Kufuado, Enna Bediachri, Vice President Mahadu Baumia, Omada Roma, Omani Swadi Hono, Enne Yedi Juma. Now, Ghana, Baby, Region Bia, your school for Fry, Bia, and non so I be no Sonko Quanso, Okoja Tokoena, Kohem Kalana, Shomontari FFF, St. Barnabas, and Cry, Kolasho Matari FFF. Dan omutimu nkoyom te so kra no eyesonko ensisaye sonko e na aba Ghana enwomesu mu na brumre bia e kan enwomesu asem a e bia na wodwen se obanko a woko school ho no kra oba na woko school no eye da che obeba no abehwew eye pa na mansan nyina mpuntuo nso akogina enwomesu aso enunti e na ye nkwala no ye ntimi mabinum nkotena ba bia honye na binom so de always kenti no akọ private school fe yes say baby ankwala no obi amomie ma wo mo enwumasua akade a emu odu na wo so daache eyeyi ano ma no daache pagya enunti enene de eye da pon na emayen eye da kese emagana nyina se ukrom school ni bi enye nru ho no mo a wonim say Dr. Bichum so mama kwanya now I'm Minister for Education 2025. Well, Ukrom ebi maya no. Ukrom ebi maya ebeden ebeba. Into when you be a who Crawford there, when in your mom, bow the Namqueb. With the Pennyforce Assempetia. Now, Assempetia is no, media, Mr. Mame, and more a Hefonia man, say, a bra, you made any Mono. Yebe crossover akọ baby a miamia ehonso no ye commission ni bi wo ho enye district level commission ni nko ana ye show district level commission there na no Monday na ye penny for DCs and MMDCs one mo agent president and name minister name one mo ye commission no then so na me no ka say e bi so koso miamia bebre se medika bobo bi so nyan anopa president ayebi dia hefo nyina we de ewumu a yesabe crossover ni akomia commission ni wono na no so yakofa every ho live na St. Barnabas are ready
and also the technicians no ehwa won mo ebobo amaye but minister project here nyina no one key variable or say has to do with maintenance one say when it comes to the maintenance bit about the project here we
I'm pimping over to Crawford Ghana any maintenance culture. People say that we don't have maintenance culture. I'll tell you this. There's no country has maintenance culture, but they have maintenance budgets and they have maintenance staff. And that is how maintenance is done. So as I speak with you, we have recruited about 50 facility managers. We've started posting them to our high schools. These are land economists, estates, management, graduates, building technologists. They are going to be in charge of maintenance in our high schools, and we are going to be adding more. Every high school must have a plant manager / facility manager in charge of maintenance. They will report directly to the headmaster or headmistress of the school, Our GET fund is also going to make maintenance allocation so that the buildings that they build can be well maintained. So at the end of the day, we have to be mindful of the fact that if we don't maintain these buildings, it will go into dilapidation again.
Okay.
And Minua, the Omono say, ye pese yedi ehuni ewo dey nyina mu. Enti so hwe edan asisi wa Ghana ni nyina ni DC3 adwuma, school bia benya cleaner. School bia, wo se kwala no ko isi WC. Na omo ane enkope paso ene na yeyi. Tu be he na afi omo so regina so ne ebubu no. Enti school BIC bian ombenya cleaner. High schools also enya facility managers. Normal any headmasters, any headmistress ayejuma amedam hoife. Opese e ko ba bia na.
Minister, let me cut you. Me say Sunyan ay ready one won say on pese hwe de omo eye wo ho.
Okay.
Also commissioning back ekoso ho.
Okay.
So
yeah.
We are just crossing over to Sunyan to also go and take a live feed of what is going over there. But Minister, before we get to Sunyan, you just mentioned this morning that we were with the president at St. Barnabas. I mean, how did the president feel?
I think he was very excited. I call him the education president. He's giving me everything I need to execute education at the Ministry of Education. So obviously, he'll be excited. Because we've come a long way from when he first visited one of my schools in Los Angeles, and he asked me a very simple question. After seeing what I have done in California, he asked me, would you consider coming back to Ghana to help me change the education system? The response to that question is what has brought me here today. I considered it, and I came to Ghana.
Minister, I have to cut you. We are live at Sunyane. The MC is speaking.
The member of parliament.
Oh, okay, all right. That is a member of parliament.
Tomorrow, our children and grandchildren will president. Before I proceed, please let us stand up and observe and silence.
You don't have any other, so that we come back.
So rest in peace. Thank you, Mr. President.
All right, welcome back. Minister, any remarks on the Sunyani project?
The Sunyani project is one of the model junior high schools like the one we've done at Jabin and Achim Ewisa, Chamba in the north and other places. Once you put that building up there, you're able to move students from 7 junior high schools and they come there. So when we commission Jabin, for example, like the Sunyani one, we are going to shut down all the old junior high schools at Jabin. We are moving them into a new building with biology, chemistry, and physics lab, and computer lab, and robotics lab. Everything is there at the junior high school level. It's total transformation of our junior high school system. So the one you see at Sunyani is one of those schools that take over 1,500 students, and you're able,
1,500.
yes, and you're able to bring in students from about 7 junior high schools. So in the case of Sunyani, they are moving some students from Ridge, and then they've also created avenue for other parents who may want to educate their children
So,
there.
Minister, this one is only located in Sunyani, or there are other
The Sunyani Ridge area.
but beyond Sunyani, do you have others within the
No, other regions, but not in Bono.
Okay.
Yeah, so we did a model ones for different locations in different regions. So, of course, our goal is that for you to transform junior high schools, communities don't need 7 junior high schools. Some of them are 50 students, 80 students, 100 students. You bring them together under one umbrella so you can give them a library and equip the library for them. So if you see there's one model junior high school, if they show you the pictures of students in their libraries and science lab at Bosumchi, for example, which was done with a 1 million per constituency funds. The government gave 1 million to constituencies, and in my constituency, we decided that we'll create a model junior high school. So you can see there that the students have library. We have science labs that were built by the Middle Belt Authority for a junior high school, a serious transformation. So in these new junior high schools, what we are saying is not just the building, but the equipment that comes with the building, the new way of teaching and learning that comes with the building, new courses that are being offered, music and other things that are going to be offered
in a junior high school.
Junior high school. You see, the bill before Parliament, which we didn't get the free secondary education bill, was to ensure that junior high schools are upgraded to secondary status. So by the time they go to the senior high, they have all the requisite skills. They've done lab reports, they've done everything that you are supposed to do in secondary. So we're bringing back an opportunity for junior high schools to be upgraded and transformed. You do physics, chemistry, and biology there before you get to high school, and you continue from high school. So by the time you get to high school, you've been introduced to most of the scientific concepts, and you get to do robotics in junior high school. So we have a new vision for transformation of education, and the junior high school is a critical component. I've always seen junior high school as the weakest link in the education system. If you didn't get a chance to go to a private junior high school and you went to a public junior high school, you are sitting in dilapidated buildings, there's no science equipment, and then you're going to meet your friends at Wesley Girls who are used to beakers and everything and all the scientific things, and they are lost. We can't create a nation of haves and have-nots, 2 Ghanas, Ghana for the rich, Ghana for the poor. The poor doesn't do well in science, so they don't get to do science at the senior high school. So even though they will go to Laboni, but they will not give them science because they didn't do on the BEC. Why should we create a country where the poor locked up in inner city schools and villages don't get the opportunity to do engineering and do science because their grades on the BEC is so bad, and then when they get to the high school and they're even giving science, they don't do well because they've not been exposed to it. It's a new dawn. So if you look at what is going on there, you can see this is a new paradigm. It's a paradigm shift where junior high schools have been strengthened and upgraded, equipped with all the necessary tools like high schools, so that you can give Ghanaian children 6-year quality secondary education. And that is what the Akufo-Addo government has begun. And when we continue with this, it will be a different Ghana for all Ghanaians. Inner cities of Osu and villages like Jetokoe will be able to get what they need to compete with the rest of our communities.
Minister, thank you. Now, 6-year quality secondary school education, and also the SS
na wokɔ secondary school mfie num na watrɔ 6 form enti na Ghana secondary school yɛ mfie nso ɛna ban bi baa ɛna ɔsi ntwam ɛna etwa mu ɛna secondary school ne yɛtu mfie 9 to twene ɛna ka mfie mmiɛnsa ɛna yɛse middle schools na yɛwɔ hɔ no your friend junior secondary. You can't see a friend junior secondary, no. Yanko Uncle Sandino.
Okay.
Oh, enti emremu no de kan ne say ubagana ye gumasua nje say netie your kindergarten mfie mienu, primary school mfie nsia, junior high school mfie miensa na omu nyina eye basic. Sani emra no kan Pre-Tertiary Education Act. Enti no secondary ankasa no eye mfie miensa. Mehu amaya e was secondary mfie miensa. By Emran as a secondary in Femian Sape, and a technical and Femian Sa. Junior high school, now, as a Sanky, Pejamu, near secondary, no. Yes, a
Minister, we have to cross over to Mampusi.
Mampusi,
yes.
Good.
The Pesempe Model STEM High School is also ready for commission. Yes, the video, we are crossing over there.
I hope so.
For the beginning of its activities. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Gabriel Pelemo, Ono Ena, Italian, Abayewo, Omemua, Ena, Oyo Penny Abitichi. So thank you so much for your kind words to us. Friends, it's at that special time that I want to listen and to hear from the special person. Minia, Reggie.
Oh, some can say, I'm just waiting.
I'm on fire.
I was there for a brother.
Minister, very, very novel.
Yeah.
What does this mean for double track?
Yeah, you see, the enema about Ghana, Sabri, Pasempe, a school, Maku do a etise. I did be crabbecam. Now, her Pasempe, a school Alcoma, Science Lab, your Maku do me.
12 science labs.
12 science labs. And yeah, idea, teacher needs to want to say Bosumi and San and Kwanako lab. Chemistry teacher. The classroom and the chemistry lab.
Sir, maybe when 12 science labs, schools could do in a beer.
And do call on one chemistry teacher in the classroom and the chemistry lab. Biology teacher classroom, the biology lab. A Honan Palano, teacher in it to an Palanaba. Yain says from Kwan, Abruchin, no. High school teacher needs in the classroom and Palanako. Ombe Konoa, them ho, Kama. Na de so mo ye bia o matimi aye nti wo kopa sempa e ho ye school kesia o mampani asia wo ko ma wo beka sa university emfa no kure ni esi school we bi wa krodie ahafo ahemfo no beto o mampani anim se fa ye university man enti menem o ka say e ho nkrata wo parliament ye University of Engineering and Applied Sciences e wa krodie. Regions bebre obia nya school ibu na de fepa e wo mu no so okohwe enkwara ne niam o mafiti ase ya wo ho bedwuru emfidi ase ade mo bia de ama wo enhye pa ase ye wo bia de ama wo headmaster sentitie e ye sonko ye do on bankran ne abetete wo no ma ye dwuma e kom be fa so a o mo behwe school no we eye school ba ko kese enso e wo awaso.
Minister, before you proceed, I understand there's also a commissioning going on at Babyeni. And very soon we'll be crossing over to Babyeni to also witness what is happening.
Okay.
But you can continue.
And Uko Anako have baby and Kolanusia de chemistry, Seromusia, and Fidia or Honua, a very one. And Tiawason Shebeko Hombe who said is Sikoso. Now, Usha we are, Crasumons and Fidia applying a friendly few chamber. For chemistry experiment. I don't know you will na BBM weni na how dream. Way any fidi idea my high school sir. Oko abridge memo cry, baby hani bini ho. Menam for phobia who something to a gun and I'm so sure Colana nim only a gun. Only a gun for. I teach our original honest smart board and an Sandam says or then says this one, let me call baby. And schools who are full free bank crassi no a modu na ni nyina nso yɛ boarding school enti wo kro bia so a nso utimi ɛkɔ hobby na utimi kosua de na unim de no mu dɔ na wo ba ɛde bɛboa ɔman Ghana asa yɛsako baby foforo
it say awaso
also nipa no
almost your commission wo ho je ho so ye kakra na sa no wato
that's all auditorium
one your commission je openini kasa regional is okay e ho kakra somra
voice
no one just a higher to block, a higher baby, a consultant, and also so a shared human so Nana no me natural.
Minister, let's say, okay, so commission 80 schools, no. Let's say, no crazy commission 80 schools.
Abroso, crass, Morgan Kai, and one was Abroso. The attendant say, and Ghana for Madaruma, Sabre, politicians in Bicham, Kuntumpubi and Trum. Moncancher, Dr. Duchum say evidence base. Say also what the Pebi are now you tell the evidence base. A tree mono, a piano more KGT Mutime, or send me to Mra, no much Rusi, and only at very base communication you tree. Nadio Mona say, Nia can't have the eye and a crack. Contumpo Bienim, Anna, or with a more.
It's a live event,
and a coso, a wasso, auditorium, no fair, school for fro. Now, okay, Assembly Hall and Palano Etimua, a whole IFA, MP, our Bibiani, honorable thing. One was on the honor, and you will say, Ojina House is the upper from Rebecca shows Ojina Hono no Castle.
So, Minister, this is a senior high school.
Senior high school.
Does it have any impact on the whole double track conversation?
No, double track no need you once and pound. Now, the attendant said, the entire double track by. I will for beer per Laboni. They say Laboni pan crowfoot good gates nature mammy or bread. Obia so beko Laboni. Obia so beko presec. Obia beko atimota. A quambe soon ever from bit me a could be. Enti abai ayan she says, and Qualam Pim and son a bit me a cop presec. A quambe never faswa. A bit me a man Qualam Pim Numako. Enti the ancient school mummy and sign. Mienu oha ne baako ofie baako kwa kwama ne baako abehim ye fa saa kwanya nso amani pa dodo na timi akọ school bia pese ne baako ni bi na ye si adan dodo oho no a ne ayi double track na eden afri ho eno ho adwuma ene ye wo beti obi so obetwam se ena me ne wo kasai wo twa double track mu a je se wo ma for one for wachi motor nyina san kofie fisati motor na fa 3000 afa 5000 we'll say what your double track in 3,000 a bit me afa 2,000 a hifa no moko a bani so adi ho ne say momman kwala dodo ntimi nko schools akese obi afa so okọ ibi entinya school bia organ bia na double track o ye school bia school be school dodo na single track ye bia school a wo nyina bom ko ye makwa no nyina akofie e schools akese na wo fo bia afa so wo makobie no eni afa kwanfoforo so amani pa dodo atimi kobie afimi no kasai opokuware enye double track biem adentia aban si adan bebre ewo ho ama opokuware empala be empem nan ni akira omo fa omo no omo nte so omo abesa akoho be obi abekwa bom no mama kwan abom enti opokuware afi double track Tamasco enfie mi ni atwa mu ene fi double track say a single track school bebre a few double track omko single track dey si adan ama omuntia dey kan say nia edin kan say ma obi anya school papa no mpeso mbekọ no obi anko bi enu achiru si adan ho wo si dan na se nipa do atimi kwa no ayi double track a few another strategy ne say si schools for bebre na mom yenim say Ghana ha school bo ho a ebe ho emfie aduonum enso entimi nto achi motor and we see schools for from now one fat a quan for frost one to 2 or more. I will find them for manco. enti de na ye schools for Friday see ni nyina ye kofa assistant headmaster efi school kese bi de na ko hweso ni aboa no sebe ye school be pagya edu ko hwe abomosu STEM high school et is a person pe ye the assistant headmaster fi presec and akohwe school no so and na presec nhihye ye wo ha ma presec high school kese ni nyina wo de kwa abomosu ebedru fie num no na abomosu nso ayese presec na fe presec pressure na enen akofom sabre awufo bebrebe wo Ghana
minister
o meka to so mo per step
over to Sunyane
say ye du Sunyane o mo rescue honum ti mo behu ba bia nananom ene mpanifo akọ no mo nam no eho ene Sunyane model junior high school edan kese pa na wura mu ko na akọ classroom so a wo behu se eho eye sonko anti Sunyane school no ena ahwefo mo hwe no na ade a efe se omen beka se ye madachi ehia yen enti si junior high school foforo ama wo mu
minister ye kwatiwa nkofo pese show mo de obi a se ye fa ne de mfam
enti ye kwatiwa
sisi ye
ko minister for Minister of State for Finance Honorable Abna Osasare ona okasano ahonso TV school fe and abayesi ene ye commission. So we are commissioning live the school at a TV school, Applied Technology Institute. I think we are back to there's competition. Everybody wants the attention. So we went back to Sunyane briefly.
Yes.
But this is still Atiwa. Oh, you moved to Bosomshe. Oh boy.
This is Bosomshe. We moved from Atiwa.
So we moved from Atiwa. We'll be going back and forth. So please bear with us. This is Sewia in Bosomshe constituency. This is the chief of Sewia speaking. This is a very happy chief. MP unfortunately is far away from there. So Nana is talking.
Minister, how you come?
I am constituency. Nana Niaji pa.
Bosomshe project na no say daddy.
We senior high school. Na komu twasro na we hu. We kala ni different cra.
Project na kasa na
junior high school wo auditorium and assembly hall, classroom block, dormitory for boys and girls. And this is a 21st century senior high school. Everything about it is 21st century. It's a new dawn for our nation. A new dawn for our nation. And it has to be. See, invariably, we excuse poverty for our predicament. We always will say, oh, sikeni hontia. Sikabi and frusra mo. Nanso mampani ka kire me say opesa me sesa schools no. Ye fa kwan bi so nya sky de be adwuma no. ɛna sika no baeɛ yɛde ayɛ adwuma Ghana man ɛto a wotua no me as a minister for education de bɛyɛ adwuma pa ma wo na wanya ho mfasoɔ enti wotua toɔ ɛwɔ Ghana ɛno ɛna Minister for Finance I begin with Honorable Ken Oforiatta I say Honorable Amin Anta ɔmo boa me pa ma yɛkwa ma horo also kɔsrɛsrɛ na ɔmo nso ebi wɔ hɔ ano ma yɛfrɛ biribi bosia baabi ɔmo nso anya bosia kora yɛfrɛ biribi grant sika afa yɛ adwuma na ma ɔman ntumpɔn enti ɛkwan bi aso no nea Ghana ɛkɔ so no sɛ yɛwɔ nisuade hu sɛ ɔman ngumasua ɛsɛ sɛ ɛsesa na yɛntimi nka sɛ ne South Korea fo bɛyɛ pɛ wabra ɛnyɛ deɛ South Korea fo yɛyɛ sɛ Vietnam etu mmirika denden deɛ ɔman ɛkɔ ntɔkwa movement sɛ bebresi hɔ enso na wokɔhwɛ Vietnam baabi ɔmo nam na nyasam ketwa afi bia Vietnam fo ɔmo produce 100,000 engineers ɔmo population ɛyɛ 93 million yɛn over 30 million and he said 93 million enkwala no yɛ ratio and proportion 93 million ɔmo produce 100,000 yɛn over 30 million plus sanye yɛ kora sɛ enso yɛ 30,000 enso yɛ produce 6,500 enti company bia person wɔ yɛ manufacturing no de kɔ Vietnam enti enka sɛ yɛ pɛsɛ yɛ man sesa ba yɛ nyɛ deɛ Vietnam fo yɛ ti deɛ Vietnam fo yɛ no deɛ South Korea fo yɛ STEM education no ɛno ɛna aba Ghana ya kai kyerɛ deɛ mfie duonum akyi South Korea fo yɛ no ya kai kyerɛ ba sɛ yɛ fiti aseɛ ɛna ohu wɔ hɔ no.
Minister, very soon we're crossing over to Nkranza. They are also insisting we show this.
Okay. I almost say free Busonja from Nkranza and
very soon. So, but you can proceed.
And so I got down or Honumna. Ghana from Kuala Nina, free Ghana, and Kronina, so Bebaho, Abisuande. Then Fidia Diama Monso to say the Abrutre and Kuala Disuande Pepe, Savaya Abrutre, Sano, Aditrenia Disuaba. Eya abrochire nsanu mpuntuo ene ba ye manum eno ena ye ho adwuma. Our fellow Ghanaians, is a exciting day today. You see transformation in action. This is not political talk. This is not propaganda. It's about evidence-based communication. What you see is what you get. Black and white, it's right there. There's no doubt about it that transformation has begun in Ghana. Over 80 schools are being commissioned. From Monday, a number of schools were commissioned. From Jetokwai to Azan to Bunkurugu, a whole number of communities, they've seen different education infrastructure. And today you are watching live commissioning of schools in selected locations across the country. There are some places that we could not cover live, but commissioning is ongoing throughout the country.
I'm looking at this. Is your vision documented? Because, I mean, certainly you'll not be there forever as the Minister for Education. So one day if you are not there, how are you going to, implement this?
Let me tell you this. Give me a chance to complete this, and when I'm done, let me go. Because you see, obviously, we have just begun. But unfortunately, we have an election cycle. So December 7th, to me, is a great day for a great choice to be made. If you want Dr. Educhim to continue this, you know what to do.
Minister, we factor for the tree, my.
The American say, Ghana for more mpuntu ekoso no. Afe ni efiti ase agro no, afe ni efiti ase. Yenye nru ba bia na nyame ya adom na January ye ginamu ni eye sa adwuma ya. Ni amobehu no munya hu bi. Munya hu bi o. Munya hu bi. Bisa men ko America memu na men ko si schools e ma abrofo na me ba me krom no man penita mechia mesi entrance schools adan dada no amu
19th century building.
19th century building, now they're educating 21st century children. Change will never come. So what I'm telling my colleagues, Ghanaians, is that these buildings that you see 4 years from now, if you give me the chance, you will never see them anymore. You no longer see them because Ghanaians deserve better. Our nation deserves better. We've been at this for too long, over 60 years after independence and the economy. But how you build a robust economy is when you build a robust education system. It is when these young men and women who are here are being supported, nurtured, and guided to innovate and invent. That is when you build a more robust economy. There's no way around it. The story is clear. So if we want to go to a point, we are moving
images from
okay.
Sunyane, yes.
Sunyane. Nananu yo mojuma. Enti nane yi na paye. Obon paye. Na de omu no se, se person man sisa egumesua ese mu ye du. Ni peja ye ho papa ya bre. Enfia du si achi. Bibi kifu abisi ni ho kire.
The building is seven. I was an anonymous. Yes, the mouth and the surrounding. So, my minister, I should say, about that you know, the SSR, now, if we not
Minister, wait there. I'm put to it as I have for that Jaffa.
They're telling us, or he be a person in my ADA. And in Ananum, or no more can say when the Minister of Education. Now to be in Chama him for my house or more per step. Crobia per stemo and Passaso. Now you're in number one about when you be number two, Bofu, so and you be Crobia. Obia per step. For someone who said, Pana Yakusi, see a first one, or man, versus I see quantum also. Yan San Yetinia, anyone versus so. And you know, and a moon. An anonymous Fisobia per school papa, on in Pessoas in the chrome, or per school papa, or honum. Now, by Minister of Education, was a Nibrepa and on deba, or say a system no about the Miss Mukro me here. They say, Ukroma and Yastem, as a Ukro no yakitri. It's an anonymous on per stem. Stem one at the Bema. Now, the
STEM,
science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. You see, the Omun is our call average memoir, the Intian Puntu Timia Bapa, and say a tre and Qualano, and Momodon said to me, she same Fidia, I was Canary School. Okwa Accra High School, a system center mom. I know some if he has said, if he has said, Labon is Rebecca's of Mupevi. Labon is Rebecca's of Mupevi. We Accra STEM Center. Yes, you school. And Kuala Co School holding in our primary school for in Ansubaha, junior high school for Ansubaha. I have no robots. I have no more near Makasiakase. Okwa Accra High School, so I want to be engineering as a course. It meets robotics, MAE. We had 3D printer. Accra High, a honey bureau. Some round more can say Gene for a baby or modern, and Fancy Pim a baby or modern, Fijai a baby or modern. Go so I have my baby or modern, or Munina Benya, STEM centers ni bi na labon ni me feel why what any mo has into say ufi hanu hu ni kwakupo
Minister, but so Matisse STEM schools, no, some of them has also been earmarked for commissioning in December. Wait, what about Bibi Kakra?
Say school kesia pa mienu on crime. STEM schools. Weja. Now Weja the end there from Kukra Global Studies Academy. Na hono usua STEM no na usua acquire amansan faso di trade. Na usua finance. Na usua law e high school. Na ufiri hono mo a uko university a Weja the enemy. Ahani school a ewiase nyina efe pa. Fisa ugina ho a Wejina Weja school no a na lake no so eden e wo ho school kese pa se so mo ya December 2nd e bebie
Weja heya
anka ha na afie di nka no ya wie girls dormitory ti afie di ka no e man ko ane no be fiti ase
aha we ebu 8 o so da no kra
oh, na say 8 na kan school mako ne e kwa dan ho de o ka bo mo ne mpemedwe enti say wo hwe Weja o say lake na down wo ye kire wade na so teacher mi ko gina bonte na mi hwe wiase kakra na lake na down wo ko hwe lake na no ani age wo dan adwo a wo hwe window mo na lake na down a high school the best view anywhere in the world aba enkaha Weja you see the Vice President Muhammadu Bawumia President Nana Danko Kufuado ede Magana enono Weja ehofe na nkran December 2nd ahabaya kono habaya fe habaya de finse wufi Weja ni ekọ Accra STEM Academy school efiti kindergarten ekoduru high school edan no wu bi da obia
I understand there's also a commission
yeah Accra STEM Academy na edani ewia say na be na ukomu sese ya ba bia edru no e fe kwa omu go den say omu ye tiles now today me no temo na nene omampani abedi e kire kohwe school ho na udu ho pa na ohwe primary school junior high school assembly hall a woni beje kwa assembly hall no kakraka and obey assemblies. Kindergarten for her primary school, junior high school, and a senior high school for her, and their community school, Ubiako Ubi. A bedroom Monday, no website, students never apply, no hopers or bar, Echo Junior High School, yet the bedroom Minister of Education website, Oko Honuma, no apply. Oba Echo Train School, who be da, El Ganaha. Now, Britain, I know Musia can be dinkunim, and do their share. A reception area or one person will follow her. Now, who said the reception in the city? Not the said the host here, which I'll bow home. Oh, what they will buy a course at school way now, John Homer, a teacher for an hour, Kojuma. When he bet Sagana, which you are to the Adipa. Way and Abagano. Nankanya Biano. Kumasi benya ubiansu benya bi enti Dr. Duchum efi January kon me wajuma e momo ame na me ko ejuma sign language ama okay enti so hwa on edan we dey ewie ba ko na aka na e we na assembly hall dining hall kitchen bia fe and to Bako kindergarten now all school down with one. Winning send a daching a best room. See if I say it is a bruchra. As I say, I'm going to so a bruchra in Sano. And Yamiada Roma bruchra bagana. A quite a befast why, a best schools in Madaroma, Yeguso, Yebeye. If you say, Sano, on the Soma started Pentuay, a Baya Kono December 2nd. Sagana for whom be beer, a womansiano, echo, enter and crying. Yet St. Barnabas in Qua schools, I can say, and yes, see, Ewon cry, ha, I'm a womansian IFA, na mo hu say money national the nation's capital and if it ha na fe ye ko anim and mu hu nkrase ni nyina de mo hu krom so de ye ko anim o man Ghana ebenya bibia ka emfie du awe anim emfie du nu a awe anim mo amoye enkwala mo ha secondary school for no wo be ka say ye fiti ase na ye te assembly hall ni ati moving pick ni e ka hu you'll be part of the story.
Minister, Mr. Yebrenisa, one of my Yebrenisa, to see Yebeko St. Barnabas, and the tougher in no, but a tougher my na Yemfa President Diano in
okay. Other locations are Yenina Mohuawaso, Sunyan, so Mohu Kakra, and Funia Befu Abanina, Eversign, Eddie, I call YouTube. I'm Obia Timia, Beckoning in answer boom. Na fe yasan de egu mfidie so na mo asa hwe e wo TV so anopai St. Barnabas na eho enije na ho eya homka e be boso me watwetwa mu e na mi twam na say mekwa ho school enti mo surprise visit we could do ho no na eho anyama homka enkwala ne de no mo ye kama me no mo di nkomo kama a wo hwe classroom so no na St. Barnabas 8 months ago, any some baby and Anglican school, Thomas Blue, Kama now almost sister, and I became between say, now was me bam or Chichi, Moscow, Besson, the catch a headmaster, says in Barnabas, ever son. Now, me Jesus, I know if you say, in himself politician, the Omo can't win yet. Aha, and if you diamond, St. Barnabas in you and crying. Self school way eben in school be eben Minister of Education in school be and so and na osufo nkwala sorry omuko school empoma ni ho apono abubu ceiling ni ho ensuo to anegudanum wey ene ba bia na nkwala eko school anope yekodu ho na ohwe edan foforo nkwala no betena mu enie na omampani kotwa ahomemu na ebie ne fefefe se no mampani kotwa ahomemu ebie school no na mo de mo nhwe nkwara no ahofa de kwa no fa so asiesie omo ho na awofo ani age nkwara no ni bru no na wo ho no se so kwachira na ho se nkwara no afa omo ho pa
Minister before obokona acheche
say Oshe St. Barnabas, baby anomo, any baby o medru, Shemfoni, and net anopay, our form baho, also Momano, if sorry anopa musisi omono, and Mamu who say, almost so dachi, or Momano, a big jina baby pa. Our for be saying, Afe no man who's on man so bit me a bankers. O met me a doctor, o met me a pia o man win a honda, San Colano, a bitumino. When a Ghana for fra, yes, she say. When a Ghana and another danko kufado out no fapimoa, ye o man penia bediatre, o man penia bediatre, minua penny Mohammed Baumiase, or betwaso. Na Ghana, a bayefo.
Continuity.
Ghana, a bayefe. Enti, mede sabre me kanse we ya me kan se amayoni education e wo memu minya akwanya eko si schools e ma brofo e wo America memu mabaga na se enwumesua besesa na me hu we yi a na me hu nkwala no entare e se wo mo na e kire me se ababa ne abranti a o osu ono so wo dachi enkwala a wo mo osu omo so wo dachi enkwala omo wa mekom ewo Kumase Tamale ewo Northern region omo so ewo daachi ye pe Ghana ehiafo ene eskafo ebetra dan ba akomosua de judge ba ene libra ba ebetra classroom ba akon na judge ba atonensa afrani nua kodwo mensa ne papa e libra no amana ba ne fie ne birthday na kora no ko judge ne fie no ohu se de hositi a waka tell ho se me maami ni bi nanso daachen me nso menya dan bi ti sei na me maami daachen ayefe ni America kire Ghana fo no se ensisaya ye de aba no mu oduo na ye bekoso amensisaya kese na aba Ghana na me de minim ni se minu apeni Muhammadu Bawumi wa hye me bo se Dr. Duchum ni a ofiti ase no me ba meto aso enwumasua ewo memu eno ene dama kuma so entina me so no past 6 o'clock no nsia ne fa ne medru adwumam oba Minister of Education 6:30 me wo honom fi sese Ghana sesa ye tu kwa na che esese enya homeje esese ye page oman na ye nsu efiri ohiamu ekọ baabi a ye ne abrofo ni nyina ebebo pe ne ayi ohia buruburu a mani patimi wuntam afiri ho motis yesi hospitals okọ Ghana nkro bebrebe ohun se photo fe boda ho ababa bi ni atwere ase painful exit gone too soon. What a shock. Ababa abrante okọ na nu sa brochi mem wo nyare ansa no akọ hospital wo ha ni afro se bra ne nhwe omogem na yare bi wo ha yenyimfi ho ne wangu enu nti no omudi mfi aduro krono no omoda so ti ase sa wote se ye bibi e wo mpuntu adwuma mu a e ka ho masua ho e na page oman na de omu ne se wo ma yare kra ne wo hospital a yenya doctor no ahwew adan no emusa wunya ba bi mfa na nsi ebeda na wonyare ya yafro se bra ne nhwe omogya mu enu nti ne ye agenda 111 sir wonyare a wobenya text message bra ye nhwe omogya mu ye mo ho ban na di mfia duokono mfia duosia no wawu ne de eyade a enche bia fapema omampani na nado dankwa ato no ode nwumasua aka ho empomdine aka ho oman daache ebegina brane na ye nyina beka bom ni aka se na ye wo ho ena mfitiase ni ebai. We have begun an adventure from education to healthcare. Something great is happening in this country. The era where you see pictures of young men and women dying early, we call them painful exit, gone too soon. Gone too soon must go too soon. We have to change the paradigm. We can't educate the vast majority of Ghanaians for them to die early. The reason why in some other countries they are living for a long time is that you don't have to be sick for you to be invited for them to check your blood, check your system to prevent what can occasion your early exit from this world that the God has created and given to us. So what it means is this. We need to create an era, a day when you'll be called to come and check your blood so that we can detect if something is going to be of a harm to you and then prevent you from dying early. No more gone too soon. Painful exit should be a thing of the past, and that is why we are doing Agenda 111 hospitals. There will be a hospital close to you. You get a text message from the hospital. Come and let's check your blood. We can't do it now because even those who are sick don't have opportunity to be seen because we have limited facility. The moment you have more hospitals across the length and breadth of this country, then we'll be able to call you in, check your system. This is Asen, that's my deputy minister. Yeah, he's also commissioner. Yeah. So we'll give you quality education, quality health care. You live for a long time to see your children and great-grandchildren. That is the new Ghana. The journey has begun today.
Minister, on that note, where the Abuja for Bessie in a book also, and so in the ministers.
Oh, yeah.
You may resume your seat. Sure. The erudite minister, 21st century minister. Our Secretary Gume. Transformation. Education transformation in action. We are evidence-based communication. You two men are there. You Tracy. And before the Casatin day and top on co. Who is Carwa to bottom? On that note, let me welcome Ashley Chooks to give us a performance. Ashley, are you ready?
Yenara assassini den mayen mojana nanum shegonya de so mayen adumene once so say ye be atwaso nim den trason kotun kani pesa min kuminya do ye bremud mamaya sasodom atsose o manu sebeye yo o manu serenye yo yes na hose o ma fomrane chwe o manu sebeye yo o manu serenye yo yes na hose o ma fomrane chwe. Arise, Ghana youth, for your country. Your nation demands your devotion. Let us all unite to uphold her and make her great and strong. Oh, arise, Ghana youth, for your country. Your nation demands your devotion. Let us all unite to uphold her and make her great and strong. Oh, we are all involved. We are all involved. We are all involved in building a motherland. Oh, arise, Ghana youth, for your country. Your nation demands your devotion. Let us all unite to uphold her and make her great and strong.
Powerful, 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 powerful. Thank you, Ashley. We may kindly resume our seat. On behalf of the Ministry of Education and, of course, the Minister for Education, we want to thank all dignitaries here in present. Because of our time, we are unable to mention and recognize the dignitaries accordingly. But, of course, we do appreciate you for joining this important exercise. Also want to thank, most importantly, our viewers online, watching from online, home, and all over the world. At this stage, we want to climax the event with, again, an evidence-based documentary detailing the work so far and where we want to take Ghana when it comes to the conversation of transformation. Thank you.
Commissioning of over 80 educational projects across the country. On Monday, 18th November 2024, MMDAs began commissioning completed educational projects in their respective areas. Transformation. And in Ghana, a bold vision for educational reform has taken shape under President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. This documentary explores Ghana's journey from 2017 to 2024, highlighting some key pillars of progress, including STEM and TVET expansion, the landmark free SHS policy, and basic education transformation. These initiatives are building the skills, accessibility, and modern infrastructure needed for a brighter future for every Ghanaian child.
Has been accelerated by the fourth revolution, and the demands on citizens, demands on countries are very different from the demands in the 19th and 20th centuries. So in this era, it is well documented and accepted that you transform your country through education.
President Akufo-Addo's approach to education has focused on creating access, enhancing quality, and ensuring that our education system is relevant to Ghana's socio-economic aspirations. The youth are being equipped with skills for the future, creating accessible education for all, and transforming public schools to make education a point of national pride.
Of TVET. Now we have a Director General for TVET service. TVET is no longer a second-class enterprise, not a stepchild.
Year 2017, government of Ghana decided as part of the nation's development agenda to transform TVET in Ghana. What government did was to realign all the technical and vocational education and training institutions in Ghana to the Ministry of Education, and that's what the law called the Ghana TVET service.
The Akufo-Addo administration has prioritized STEM and TVET as key areas for growth. By establishing and retooling STEM and TVET facilities across the nation, Ghana is positioning itself for a technology-driven economy.
As part of Ghana's agenda to combat youth unemployment, the TVET transformation was born.
I'm very happy that GSCS and TACRAD, Secondary Technical School now have their technical division fully equipped. You have a Technical Institute with state-of-the-art equipment provided by the Gatwick Trust Vasi, an organization funded by the Austrian government. Then we have Lorenzo, an organization from Italy, building TVET schools funded by GEFAD at the China and a number of places. TVET schools are getting equipment. Applied Technology Institute in Italy that has state-of-the-art TVET equipment, and we educate the children. Now have students who are opting for TVET instead of the grammar school. Change has come, and change will continue until totally change the socio-economic fortunes of our nation.
Through STEM and TVET education, we are fostering an environment where students gain hands-on experience and learn skills that match global standards. Our goal is to make Ghana's workforce competitive and capable of driving national development. These TVET facilities now provide students with access to sophisticated equipment and learning spaces. For instance, modern tools in various institutions have brought a new wave of students into the TVET programs, young women and men breaking traditional gender roles in fields like engineering and brickwork.
I'm the principal of the Applied Technology Institute. The Applied Technology Institute is one of the most state-of-the-art institutions established by the President of Ghana. We run four programs: electrical engineering technology, fashion design technology, wood construction technology, and ICT.
Essentially, we have looked at education within the context of access, within the context of quality, within the context of relevance, and within the context of relevance, we seek to provide quality education for all. And I always say this, that you cannot educate 21st century students in 19th century buildings and expect 21st century outcomes.
We are also establishing STEM schools throughout the country. And so if you want to take a little bit of a tour about Ghana from north to south, we have brand new schools throughout the nation. And our first one in the Northeast is in Kwasi, which is a fantastic institution which can hold up to 2,700 students when it becomes at full capacity. We also then now come into Kwasi. Now, Kwasi SecTech is an existing school that has given its own set of 12-unit block of science labs to turn them into a STEM institution also, and they're doing fantastic work there at Kwasi. And then we come into the western north region, and we have Awasu. Awasu is another model STEM school that can hold up more than 2,000 students when it comes into full capacity. And then we go into our two brand new schools in Bussum. We have Bussum Boys Academy, known as Bussum STEM, and we have the all-girls STEM school in all of West Africa, which is called Bussum Girls STEM School. We have Accra High STEM Academy, and so Accra High School has a small STEM center in which they have a portion of their students. We have a STEM center on site in which the students from Accra High School can learn engineering.
From the emphasis on science, technology, engineering, and mathematics education is to prepare the next generation of Ghanaians who will be able to compete in this fourth industrial revolution. So I'm excited that students can do manufacturing in high school, the fact that we can do aviation and aerospace, students of girls who have taught us some useful lessons. Even through a club, they now develop drones and fly drones. I showed pictures of it, a video of it a few months back in the World Cup for us.
A cornerstone of Ghana's education reform is the free senior high school policy, introduced by President Akufo-Addo to eliminate tuition costs and other financial barriers so as to broaden access to secondary education.
We define basic education and make it compulsory from kindergarten to senior high school. Free secondary education. I'm here this morning to perform a very pleasant task. To launch the commencement of the free senior high school policy.
Since its launch, Free SHS has transformed the lives of thousands of students, particularly those from disadvantaged backgrounds who would have previously been unable to attend secondary school. The Free SHS policy has also driven a significant increase in gender parity. For the first time in Ghana's history, more girls than boys are enrolled in secondary school.